Number 5 here, and this is the first type of these questions that we've come across. So in number 5 here, as I say, you always start off by checking for a highest common factor first, and you could go on here and think, oh, right, we've got an A, we've got an A in the second term, and we've got an A in the third term. Oh, is this the highest common factor? And then no A. So, you just need to watch out there, no A in that one. Then you may check for yourself, well, is it a difference of two squares? You need two parts for a difference of two squares. Or two terms up here for a difference of two squares to work, so it's not that. Quadratic trinomial is three parts, three terms, 1, 2, 3 is a quadratic trinomial, so it's not that. And so the final type of factorization you can have is what's known as, it's 4 parts, and it's factorization by grouping. So what you've got to do in a question like this is you've kind of got to group the parts together. So as you can see here in this one, I'm going to group the first two together here, the first two terms, and I'm going to look and see is there anything in common between both of these terms. And there's no number as such. Yes, 1 is a common factor, but if I take that out, it's not going to affect or change the way it looks. But we have a letter in common here. We've got an A squared and we've got an A, so we have an A in common. Let's pull that out. You can see the red A is in common between these two terms. And then we just say to ourselves, well, A squared divided by A is A, because A by A gives A squared, and minus 2AB divided by red A. The A's will cancel and you'll be left with minus 2B. So looking at the next grouping we've got here, which is the plus AC and the minus 2BC, we can see that we have a C in common here. So if we pull that out, we're going to pull a plus C out here, and we're going to say AC divided by C. C's will cancel, we'll be left with plus A. And if we do minus 2BC divided by C, we'll be left with minus 2B. And it's very important at this stage to be able to do the final step and bring them together. What's inside the brackets must be the same. So that's a major flag point there. That must be the same as that to be able to do the last part. Now, as I say here, sometimes in these questions you may have done correct maths, but you may not get these two parts the same. You've got to go back to the drawing board and maybe rearrange. But in this case, they are the same. So now we can bring these parts together, which is the red A and the plus green plus C, bring them together into a bracket, multiplied by A minus 2B, which is the other two brackets. So overall, the A minus 2B is a factor of the whole expression, as is A plus C. But another thing to think about this is if you're working backwards and you're splitting these up, that'd be red A multiplied by A minus 2B, and green plus C multiplied by A plus A minus 2B. But that's working in reverse. The way we're doing it here is we're bringing them back together. And that's number 5, factorization by grouping.